Hi again, everybody. Dave Leisering along with Scott Waldiga here from Erie Veterans Memorial Stadium and this afternoon's Independent Women's Football League contest featuring the Erie Illusion and the Binghamton Tiger Cats. Erie last weekend taking on the Tier 1 team, the Pittsburgh Passion, and losing by the score of 32-0. Binghamton losing to a Tier 2 team, the Montreal Blitz, by the score of 76-0. So both teams looking for their first points of the season, and both teams coming in as Tier 2 members of the Independent Women's Football League.
Certainly two teams that are hungry today, Dave, and two teams that are battling some adversity. Binghamton with just 15 players dressed today, and Erie playing without quarterback Corinne Schaefer, who unfortunately her father passed away this weekend and she was unable to be here.
So head coach Jim Vaught making some last-minute changes to the playbook here this afternoon, and also to the starting lineup, as we will see Shelly Clinic and Marife Villagonzalo splitting time at quarterback here this afternoon, replacing Corinne Schaefer, who obviously our thoughts and prayers are with here this afternoon as her father passed away. Opening kickoff underway here from Veterans Memorial Stadium, and it's picked off by the Binghamton Tiger Cats, and a run back by number 21. That is Dawn Stewart, who takes it all the way back to about the 33-yard line, and that is where Binghamton will start 1st and 10 here this afternoon.
Well, Binghamton got here today, and their head coach Don Dunbar said they were working on plays just before they came out to stretch, really got off the bus and worked on some plays. They too have lost a lot of players this season. This is the 5th quarterback they have used this year, a couple out to injuries. One quarterback actually had a baby a couple of weeks ago, and another one hurt her thumb on Tuesday. So our quarterback today will be seeing her first game action. Her first time at quarterback was Wednesday in practice.
And it is Dawn Stewart who ran the opening kickoff back, and she is the quarterback here this afternoon for Binghamton. A handoff around right tackle, and a pickup of about 3 yards on first down for Binghamton. And tough to see the numbers from up here in the press box, but that was number 7 on the run, Stacy Hardnett.
I think we're going to see a lot of running today. Both coaches saying that, you know, with the changes at quarterback, the passing game is a bit neutralized, not by choice. So it'll be a nose-to-nose, smash-mouth football game today.
Martha Swick was in on the tackle for Erie on first down. Second down, about 6 yards to go from the 37-yard line. Another handoff straight up the middle this time, and stopped for a minimal gain, as a nice play by the middle of the Erie line, led by number 98, Julie Mahalski, who played a strong game last weekend for the Illusion.
Nice job by the defensive line up front on the first 2 plays here, plugging the gaps and not allowing much running room.
Gain of about a yard on second down. That'll set up 3rd down and 5 for Binghamton. And again, Dawn Stewart seeing her first action at quarterback for the Tiger Cats. Takes the handoff, and a pitch around right side, and hits a couple times and brought down, and it looks like it's going to be just short of the first down, was number 49, Heather Peck, who took the pitch from Dawn Stewart, and it's going to be about 4th down and a yard for Binghamton.
You take a look at Peck right here, running hard. She pushes ahead, and they are going to give her a first down.
They are going to give her a first down. It sure looked short from up here in the booth, but they give her a first down. And so 1st down and 10 for Binghamton. Stewart under center for the Tiger Cats. Fumble on the handoff, and it's going to be recovered by the Illusion. And so Erie will take over with great field position as Martha Swick picks up the loose football and recovers the fumble for Erie, and that sets up 1st down from about the Binghamton 41-yard line.
It looks here, Dave, like there's a little bit of confusion in the backfield, and I think maybe the first back through hit the ball and knocked it out of the quarterback's hands. That's a heads-up play by Swick to pounce on the football and get possession for Erie.
And speaking with head coach Jim Vaught before the game here this afternoon, he is going to start Shelly Clinic at quarterback, replacing Corinne Schaefer here this afternoon. but we will also see Marife Villagonzalo at some point here this afternoon. And here is a big run by Michelle Kephart, number 44, and she is going to take it all the way down to the Binghamton 5-yard line before she's forced out of bounds. A 36-yard run for Michelle Kephart on first down for the Illusion, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
That was just outstanding execution by the offensive line. Blocking down. Remember, Coach Vaught was an offensive line coach for a long time at the high school level, and you see everybody matching on their assignments, coming right down the line, sealing the outside, and it's off to the races. What a great start for this Illusion offense.
And Kephart was untouched until she got to the 5-yard line for Binghamton, and a timeout on the field called by the Tiger Cats. They're going to spot it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal from the 6 for Erie. And we talked about it before the game, or before the opening kickoff. Binghamton coming in very short-handed, just 15 players showing up on their roster here this afternoon. And so this could be a long day for Binghamton, as a lot of their players are probably going to have to play both sides of the football, both offense and defense here this afternoon.
Yeah, and throw special teams in too. You may see some players who never leave the field today with only 15 players on the roster.
And a great start for Erie, recovering a fumble by Martha Swick at the Binghamton 41-yard line, and then a 35-yard run by Michelle Kephart on the first play from scrimmage for the Illusion here this afternoon, setting up a 1st and goal as Erie looking for their first points of the 2010 season. Shelley Clinic under center for Erie. She fumbles the handoff, but recovering the fumble will be Erie, as she was hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped the football, and recovered by number 99, B.J. Vaughn.
Well, that was a good job by Vaughn to hustle back there and get that. But after a very positive play on the opening offensive play, a little trouble in the backfield.
So a loss of 6. So 2nd down and goal from the 12. Nice play by the Tiger Cats on defense there, getting to Shelley Clinic, knocking her down behind the line of scrimmage, forcing her to lose the football. And a nice recovery by B.J. Vaughn for the Illusion. Just underway here in the opening quarter. Here's a pitch out to the left side to number 11, Tiffany Joyner. She gets around the left side and will take it in for the touchdown. Broke a couple tackles and took it in for the touchdown for Erie, the first points of the season for Jim Vaught in the Erie Illusion.
An impressive run here, because she was in a little bit of trouble here in the backfield. Watch the stiff arm. Delivers the blow and then just turns on the speed, and she makes a nice cutback too, Dave, right about at the 6-yard line here. She'll cut back inside, and a nose for the goal line, 6 points for the Illusion.
And Joyner, who just took it into the end zone, will now try the extra points. Gets it up in the air, and it's good. So with 11:07 left here in the first quarter, it is Erie 7 and Binghamton nothing. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Imagine convenient electronics from Custom Audio in your car. Let Custom Audio install a navigation system to get you where you're going. A car video system makes a road trip more enjoyable with DVDs and video games. We're your headquarters for car stereo. Pick out the one that's right for you. Warm up and cool down with a remote car starter. Custom Audio offers quality electronics for your home and car, and expertise you can't find anywhere else.
Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga back here at Erie Veterans Memorial Stadium, and a good start for the Erie Illusion. A 12-yard run by Tiffany Joyner. The extra point was good by Joyner, and it is a 7-0 lead for Jim Vaught and the Erie Illusion against the Binghamton Tiger Cats. Joyner will kicks it off, dropped it about the 20-yard line, but picked up by Binghamton, and The run back will be stopped at about the 30-yard line. So good play on special teams for Erie after about a 10-yard game on the kickoff return. And we'll see, it was number 49, Heather Peck, on the run back.
I think it was Brandy Polinick in on the tackle. Saw her getting up. Here's another look at it. Nice job by the Illusion. Watch them come in and converge on the football. They get to the ball, and there's more than one player there ready to make the tackle.
It was Polinick and number 63, Liz Lenker, in on the stop for Erie on special teams. And Binghamton will start this drive at their own 30-yard line. Stewart takes the handoff, the pitch out to the right side to Peck, and she's going to be brought down after a gain of about 3 yards. Tackled on the play by Michelle Kephart and number 19, Vicky Weibel.
And that's that same play they ran for a first down on the opening possession. And one thing you can see early from this Binghamton offense is they like to run to this side. They like to run to that right side of their offensive line.
So second down. And about a long 7 to go for Binghamton. And again, we're just underway here in the opening quarter. 7-0 already in favor of the Illusion. Stewart under center. Offset eye in the backfield. Stewart is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. She was trying to get the ball to Peck, and she was brought down behind the line by number 22, Martha Swick, and also in on the stop, number 47, Lisa Fernandez.
Swick already having an outstanding game defensively. She's right there in the backfield, and that sets up a 3rd and long now for this Binghamton offense.
3rd and 9, loss of a yard or 2 on the play. And the ball spotted at the Binghamton 31-yard line. And again, just to reiterate the short roster that Binghamton has this afternoon, you take a look at their sidelines. They have 3 players on the sidelines right now, not on the field. So 3rd and 9 for Binghamton. And again, Stewart is brought down behind the line by those same 2 players, Fernandez and Swick.
They are just dominating out there. Getting right into the backfield to get another look right here. Almost no time to even do anything with the football.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. So 4th down and 12 for Binghamton. And it should be a punting situation for the Tiger Cats.
Saw assistant coach Bernie Fitch giving some advice along the sidelines there. And one thing you notice early about the Illusion, with the veteran coaching staff that they have, they know the fundamentals, and they're gonna execute well, and we've seen that early.
Marife Villagonzalo back to receive the punt for the Illusion. And Binghamton is going to call their 2nd timeout of the first half. So just 1 timeout remaining for the Tiger Cats here in half number 1, and we've played about half of the first quarter.
And we've been at this end of the field. Definitely field position has been in favor of the Illusion as you get a look at Coach Don Dunbar there. This is his 2nd year with the Binghamton Tiger Cats. It's their 2nd year of existence. He's got about 16 years experience coaching football, mostly with youth football, coached a year of high school football. He also spent a year coaching with the New Jersey Titans women's football team back in 2008. Took over this team, Dave, a week before the season started. And they had some interesting drama, you could say, before the season even got going. One of their initial head coach, John Evans, decided to quit and go start another team in Rochester, or in Binghamton. He talked about starting a team in Rochester as well. The coach told me too. So this John Evans has got his hands in a lot of different teams here. But Coach Dunbar took over a week before the season, and as things split up, they were with about 8 players. Wow. So 1 week before the season, this team really had to regroup.
So injuries and drama at the start of the season for Binghamton has really gotten the 2010 year off to a rocky start for the Tiger Cats. The punt will be downed at the Erie 49-yard line, and that is where the Illusion will take over 1st and 10 for Erie. Punt of about 20 yards.
Still pretty good field position for the Illusion. We'll see if they can pick up where they left off. Took just 3 plays last time to find pay dirt.
And that was obviously aided by that opening run by Michelle Kephart from 35 yards. It took the ball all the way down to the Binghamton 6-yard line.
Let's see if they start off with that same play.
I formation in the backfield for Erie. Just under 8 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Handoff to Kephart up the middle, and this time she's going to be stopped after a short gain, but she crosses the midfield line, and it's going to be in Binghamton territory at the Tiger Cat 47-yard line. 2nd down, about 6 yards to go.
Good start on 1st down. A lot of football coaches will say if you can get 4 yards on 1st down and take great care of the football, you put yourself in a good position to win the game.
Clinic still in at quarterback for Coach Vaught. She takes the snap. Here's the handoff to the tailback. This is Brandy Polinick. She takes it around left side, makes a move at the 30, and is going to be brought down from behind as she crosses the 25 to about the 24, 23-yard line. And another 1st down for the Illusion. Good run by Brandy Polinick.
An impressive run. Watch her follow her blockers and circle the field, meaning she just keeps bouncing it outside, and that makes it more difficult for the defenders to track you down from behind. And then she makes a move back inside, and a nice pickup for the Illusion.
About a 23-yard gain on 2nd down, and that sets up 1st and 10 from the Binghamton 24-yard line. Kephart and Polinick again in the backfield for Erie. And the pitch to Polinick around left side. She crosses the 20 down to about the 15-yard line before she's brought down. Wrapped up by number 70, Aubrey Purdy. And a gain of about 8 yards on 1st down.
This Illusion offensive line is just dominating right now.
And good runs out of the backfield as well, as Polinick and Joyner have both made some nice moves to gain some extra yardage for the Illusion on offense, and also doing a nice job following their blockers up front. 2nd down and 2. Hand off to Polinick straight up the middle, and she's going to be just tripped up. She was thinking pay dirt on that run, and she was brought down around the ankles by number 60, Brittany Dunbar. But a 1st down and goal from the Binghamton 5-yard line.
And another gaping hole opened in that defensive front of Binghamton. Illusion knock it on the door once again.
We've reached 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. And Erie looking for touchdown number 2 on the afternoon. And the first pass on the afternoon. Oh, and right through the hands of number 15, Becky Reed, in the end zone.
And we do have our first flag of the game as well.
Good throw there by Clinic.
Yeah, had a chance to pull it in.
And it's going to be against Erie.
I don't know if they're saying illegal procedure, maybe.
It is a procedure call against the Illusion. That'll set back Erie 5 yards.
My guess is the receiver split out, wasn't up on the line of scrimmage because the flag came right away at the snap of the ball.
Clinic again under center. I formation in the backfield. 1st and goal from the 10. And movement up front. And we'll see if Erie drew Binghamton offsides, and yes, they did. So another false start penalty against the Illusion sets them back 5 more yards. And now 1st and goal from the 15.
You know, the attempt to get those 5 yards right back backfired. I like the idea.
Just didn't work the way they wanted it to.
Nope.
1st and goal from the 15-yard line now as Erie moving in the wrong direction. And we'll see if Polinick around right side gets those 10 yards back and then some. She will take it to the house for the touchdown. Brandy Polinick around right side, a 15-yard run, and it's 13-0 Erie.
She just really turned on the jets once she sealed the corner. Look at the good block up front. Michelle Kephart helps seal the corner there. Just got enough to help her get around, and then Polinick turns on the speed and heads for the corner.
Good block by Kephart, the fullback, and B.J. Vaughn up front also set a nice block up front. Point after is up, and it is good by Tiffany Joyner. With 4:32 left here in the opening quarter, it's now Erie 14 and Binghamton nothing. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Right now, and for a short time only, we've got the limited edition 2010 Dodge Nitro Thunder Road. Especially Hume's price from $21,800. That is the best deal in the country on America's hottest midsize SUV. And we've got them here at Hume's, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram in Waterford. Nitro has 20-inch chrome wheels, fog lights, a 3.7-liter V6, 20-star safety rating, and much more. All for only $21,800. Don't miss out. Get to Hume's today. We're only 9 miles south of the Mill Creek Mall on Peach Street in Waterford.
Dave Leisering and Scott Waldiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And the Illusion with 2 touchdown runs, one by Tiffany Joyner, one by Brandy Polinick. And the score is 14-0, Erie over Binghamton. Kickoff by Joyner will be taken at about the 22-yard line. Finally picked up by Binghamton. That's Dawn Stewart, and she's going to be tripped up after a very short gain. Good special teams play. Julie Mahalski, number 98. And also, I believe that's number 83, Rebecca Johnson.
Once again, solid coverage on the kickoff team for the Illusion. Showing good hustle to get down to the football and make the play.
And a short gain on the kickoff return by Dawn Stewart. So Binghamton will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. 14-0 Erie, 4:24 left here in the opening quarter.
And after a first down on that opening possession, the Tiger Cats have not been able to do anything on offense.
Stewart under center. Stewart collided with her lead back and finally got the handoff to number 49, Heather Peck, but she was brought down after a loss of about a yard. So that collision in the backfield got Binghamton off to a bad start, and Erie got in the backfield and brought down Peck for a loss of a yard.
And play after play, the Illusion defense is in that backfield right away.
There's a good look at number 98, Julie Mahalski, who played a strong game last weekend against Pittsburgh and has continued that play here this afternoon against Binghamton. Stewart wrapped up, and she's going to be dropped for a loss. It looked like she was looking to throw, but she couldn't get it out of her hands fast enough as the Illusion defensive line got through and wrapped her up for a loss.
Yeah, Hafner was in there. She just shot the gap and was in the backfield immediately.
And just what Binghamton needs. Another injury on the field here. And hopefully nothing serious for the Tiger Cats with 3:19 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, with just 15 players, it's tough enough. You really can't afford to lose any more.
And it might be their quarterback, Dawn Stewart.
She's going to get up, and we'll see if she's able to come back in the game. I think with the stoppage in place, she'll have to leave for one play, right?
I believe so. And it is number 21, Dawn Stewart, who is slow to get up for Binghamton.
Already the 5th quarterback Binghamton has used this season, and we're at week number 2.
And Stewart has also seen time in the secondary this afternoon. She's also kicked off and punted and everything else.
Does
so
everything.
She does everything for the Tiger Cats, and she will have to go off to the Tiger Cats sidelines. But a good sign, she's walking off the field under her own power. And we'll see who will take this snap at quarterback for the Tiger Cats here on 3rd down and 15 from the Binghamton 23-yard line.
We'll see if the Illusion defense just shoots in the backfield once again.
It's going to be number 7, Stacy Hardnett, taking the snap under center for Binghamton. Fakes the handoff, pulls it back in, now pitches it out to the right side. A very dangerous play as a number of Illusion players were already in the backfield, but it got through to number 31 who hauled it in, Cassie Gallagher, but she's brought down for another loss, and it'll set up 4th down and 16 for Binghamton.
Yeah, a gutsy play right there. She tried to make something out of nothing, but that Illusion defense just is swarmed into the backfield every time. They haven't been able to do anything to slow down that rush.
And now Hardnett will drop back to punt it away for Binghamton. Hardnett kicks it, and it goes basically nowhere, and now it's going to be run back by Martha Swick. She crosses the Binghamton 30-yard line down to about the 27.
Yeah, they only gained about 4 yards out of that punt. I think Swick was so surprised. I heard the punter yell, "Ready," and they snapped the ball, so I don't think anyone was prepared for that play to start except for the center. The ball bounced right into the hands of Swick, and she's kind of a, "Oh, look what I found," and picked up a few yards.
And you take a look across the way, Hardnett is slow to get off the field for Binghamton. She is limping off and having trouble for Binghamton as well. So 2 injuries there for the Tiger Cats, as Clinic will remain in the game at quarterback. Talking with Coach Vaught, he did say we will probably see Villa Gonzalo at some point at quarterback. And here's a run by Joyner, who cuts back, and no gain on 1st down for the Illusion.
Yeah, tried to do a little misdirection. The long pitch to the right, and she tried to come back this way, but Binghamton was not fooled.
So 2nd down and 10. About 90 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Let's see what the Illusion draw up here on 2nd and 10 from the Binghamton 27-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Joyner. Straight up the middle, now around the left side, and she's gone. 2nd touchdown of the afternoon for Tiffany Joyner. A 27-yard run as she crosses the end zone, and it's now a 20-0 lead for Erie.
We had 2 things working there. Great blocking up front and the speed of Joyner. see her just kind of pick her way through, following her blockers, and then she sees daylight and turns on the Jets.
And went absolutely untouched from 27 yards out into the end zone for the touchdown. High snap, but Joyner gets the kick off, and it is through the uprights. 21-0 Erie, 52 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Open and close, Plyler overhead door.
All of these homes have one thing in common. They all open and close their day with Plyler Overhead Door. The professionals at Plyler Overhead Door will recommend Clopay, the only garage door to receive the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval for residential, commercial, and hollow metal doors.
More people improve the look of their home with Plyler Overhead Door.
Dave Leisering, Scott Wildiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. 3 touchdowns here in the opening quarter for the Erie Illusion. They lead it by the score of 21-0 over the Binghamton Tiger Cats. Peck hauls it in at about the 18-yard line and gets to about the 29-yard line. 11-yard run on the kickoff return. And that is where the Tiger Cats will start. 1st and 10 from their own 29. 43.7 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter.
They've been right around that 30-yard line this entire first quarter here. Would really have to give a lot of credit to the execution of the Illusion today.
They're actually going to spot the ball at the 30.
See the coaching staff there, the Illusion. Coach Vaught, Coach Fitch, and Coach McShane getting the game plan ready for this possession. The defense has been fantastic through this first quarter.
And Erie will go on the road for the first time next weekend as they will play the same Binghamton Tiger Cats in Binghamton, New York next weekend. Stewart back in at quarterback for the Tiger Cats, so that's good to see. Gets the handoff to Heather Peck, and she's dropped for a short gain. Julie Mahalski in on the stop, and Michelle Kephart as well. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 for Binghamton.
And once again, the Erie defense right there, right on the line of scrimmage, getting into the backfield. Binghamton may have to expand the playbook here to try to slow down that rush a little bit.
And that may be the last play of the first quarter. Just 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there is the horn to end the first quarter of play. So a great start for head coach Jim Vaught and the Erie Illusion. They lead Binghamton after 1 by the score of 21-0. Back to Veterans Memorial Stadium right after this on the Image Sports Network.
Need new tires? Then take your car and truck to the Total Car Care professionals at Conway & O'Malley. Get quality tires priced right to fit any budget and backed by nationwide warranties. Check us for any brand, plus get total tire pricing. Nobody stocks more tires in Erie than Conway & O'Malley. And for service and repairs fixed right the first time, choose the expertly trained ASE certified technicians. Call or stop by any of the 3 locally owned and family operated locations today. Conway & O'Malley Tire and Gemini Auto Service Centers, making sure you get there.
The historic Puffer Belly restaurant in downtown Erie is the perfect place to stop any day of the week. Drop by for Sunday brunch and enjoy a made-to-order omelet or a Belgian waffle with fresh fruit, or choose from a large selection of delectable desserts. Stop by Tuesday for that important business lunch or after the game on Wednesday. Or how about cocktails before the show on Saturday? Whatever day you're looking for great food and a great time, look to the Puffer Belly restaurant, 414 French Street in downtown Erie.
Are you looking for a new place to call home? If so, the Erie Federal Credit Union would like to provide you with a free mortgage pre-approval and a money-saving guide to homeownership. This book contains valuable tips on how to save money on the purchase of your new home and mortgage loan. No matter which type of mortgage you choose, fixed, adjustable, or first-time home buyer, you can be sure you're getting a great rate, lower fees, and a mortgage loan that's right for you. Financing your new home with the Erie Federal Credit Union really does make a difference. Let us make a difference for you.
Come in and see what's new inside the Jelly Jar. They have a large selection of toys, educational games for all ages, Groovy Girl dolls and minis, and wooden puzzles. They also carry a wide variety of these well-known educational toys. The Jelly Jar also has the largest selection of Playmobil in northwestern Pennsylvania. And while you're there, check out all the new Webkins, the hottest new interactive internet craze. All this and much more inside the Jelly Jar in the Colony Plaza.
Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And the start of the second quarter, 21-0 in favor of the Erie Illusion. And the handoff taken by Stewart. Looks like she fumbles the football. And a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start against Binghamton.
Yeah, the good news is that there was a penalty and not a fumble for Binghamton.
Stewart did not take the ball cleanly under center.
Everybody starting at their own pace there.
Like you said, fortunately, a penalty against Binghamton on offense sets him back 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 14 from their own 26-yard line.
Coach Vott sending in the defensive signals to his defensive captain out there. See if he's got another stunt here or a blitz of some sort, as they have been in the backfield all afternoon. 7 defensive players on the line right now.
Stewart under center. Gets the handoff to Peck around right's end. And Stewart brought down again, and it looks like she is slow again to get up. Actually, that's a different number, number 83. Melissa Zephyr Clark. Thought it was Stewart again who was slow to get up, but it's Zephyr Clark, a wide receiver on the roster for the Tiger Cats, who's slow to get up.
She was tangled up in that pile on the far side. It'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 11. Coach Vott really was a late add to this team too. He said he got the call and they said, "Do you want to coach?" And he said, "Sure." In the fall? They said, "No, this spring." And he stepped right in and done a great job here in the first couple of weeks. Coach Vott has been coaching football at various levels, mostly high school, going back to the early 70s, so certainly knows a lot about the game.
Coach Vott and the Illusion got off to a rough start last weekend, playing against a Tier 1 opponent here at the stadium, the Pittsburgh Passion. But Erie played a strong game against a tough opponent in Pittsburgh. It was 0-0 until the final play of the first quarter. The middle quarters is what killed Erie last weekend. A couple turnovers cost them a few points, and Pittsburgh pulled away for the 32-0 victory. But Erie played a strong game. They did some nice things on defense, especially against Pittsburgh, and obviously off to a fantastic start here this afternoon against a Tier 2 opponent in Binghamton, and now a delay of game call against the Tiger Cats will set them back 5 more yards.
Coach Vott also was a defensive coordinator at the high school level for a long time. It's probably safe to say he's coached every position with the amount of experience he has coaching football. But I know he specialized in the offensive line and on defense for a long time.
Well, I'll tell you, the defense last weekend for Erie was strong. I mean, the score doesn't reflect it, but they played a strong game last weekend against the Passion, and there's another fine play by the defensive line for the Illusion. Another loss on offense for the Tiger Cats. In on the stop, number 77, Emma Pastrick. Lisa Fernandez also in on the stop. Emma Pastrick, former softball player at Mercyhurst College, along with Shelley Hafner, number 92.
Binghamton has gone backwards for the most part. Erie's going to have to hustle to get this player off the field.
She's not going to get off in time. A flag on the play. Villa Gonzalo fumbled the punt, but fell on top of it. But I think it's going to be too many players on the field against the Illusion.
Yeah, she was hustling to get off, but was still at about the numbers when they snapped the ball. Not close enough to the sidelines for the officials to let it slide.
Still discussing it.
Still should just be a 5-yard penalty.
A legal substitution called against Erie. And Binghamton will punt it again. They'll take the 5-yard penalty and will punt it away again. This is number 55 punting the football, Stephanie Swart. And Marife Villa Gonzalo back again to return for the Illusion, standing at about the Binghamton 46-yard line. Punt again is dropped by Villa Gonzalo, but she picks it up, crosses the 45, and is brought down at about the 44, 43-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards on the return for Villa Gonzalo. And again, great field position for the Illusion as they start again in Binghamton territory at about the 43-yard line.
Illusion has had excellent field position all day, and I think they've only started in their own territory once, and that was at the 49.
And that was at the 49-yard line.
3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
And Clinic remains in at quarterback for Erie. I formation in the backfield with Kephart and Polinick. Polinick straight up the middle, now around the right side, and she could be gone. Polinick takes it to the house for the touchdown. 43-yard run by Brandy Polinick. Again, great blocking up front. And Polinick turned on the Jets. And that is her second run of the afternoon. It's now a 27-0 lead for Erie.
And she was untouched. Outstanding blocking up front. And it's safe to say Erie is just absolutely dominating this game.
Joyner in to attempt the point after. She's 3 for 3 thus far on the PATs. Make it 4 for 4. 28-0 Erie. 12:38 left here in the first half. And we will take a timeout. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Right now, and for a short time only, we've got the limited edition 2010 Dodge Nitro Thunder Road. Especially Hume's price from $21,800. That is the best deal in the country on America's hottest midsize SUV. And we've got them here at Hume's, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram in Waterford. Nitro has 20-inch chrome wheels, fog lights, a 3.7-liter V6, 20-star safety rating, and much more. All for only $21,800. Don't miss out. Get to Hume's today. We're only 9 miles south of the Mill Creek Mall on Peach Street in Waterford.
Dave Leisering and Scott Waldiga back here at Erie Veterans Memorial Stadium. All Illusion here with 12:38 left in the first half. 2 touchdown runs by Tiffany Joyner, 2 touchdown runs by Brandy Polinick, and it is a 28-0 lead for the Illusion against the Binghamton Tiger Cats.
And they've come up with some big plays. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. Touchdown runs of 43 yards, 27 yards, 15 yards, and I think the first one was about 8
yards.
So just a dominating performance here so far.
And the last 2 plays from scrimmage for the Illusion have resulted in 27-yard touchdown runs and 43-yard touchdown run. Joyner with the kickoff. Peck hauls it in at her own 20-yard line, crosses the 30. Down to about the 35. She's going to be wrapped up by Lisa Fernandez, number 47.
Vicky Weibel jumping in there as well. Here you get a look at Fernandez. Really some veteran players on this Erie team. Fernandez has played 8 seasons in the league, 8 seasons with this team. Michelle Kephart has 7. Martha Swick, 7 years. Villa Gonzalo, 6 years. So see that hard work really starts to pay off as they get more familiar with playing football.
Dawn Stewart remains in at quarterback for Binghamton. Stewart with the handoff, straight up the middle, gain of about a yard. Emma Pastrick in on the stop. Kephart as well, number 44. Gain of about a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9 from the 36-yard line.
You'd like to say if you're Binghamton, it's time to try something different, but with the limited roster, there aren't a whole lot of options. Now they've got one of their key players on the bench. Hardnett is, I think that's her sitting over there by herself, and she was banged up a couple of times and left the field slowly.
Not sure if number 83, Melissa Zephyr Clark, has returned to the game or not. She was injured during the last drive. There's another strong play by the Illusion defensive line. Pastrick again, number 77. We've mentioned her name a lot this afternoon, along with Kephart, number 44.
And there you get a look at Hardnett sitting on the bench on the far side. And the thing that the Illusion has done so well up front on defense, not only are they getting into the backfield, but they are just plugging the gaps. Any gap between the offensive players, they're just getting in there, and it's nowhere for the backs to go. Now Peck leaves the field.
Loss of a yard, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for Binghamton. 28-0 Illusion, and still 10.5 minutes to play here in the opening half. I formation in the backfield. Stewart around the right side, and she's going to be hauled down. No gain, maybe a short gain of about a half a yard on the play.
Now Erie really starting to work the rotation defensively. They'll bring in the punt return unit.
Julie Mahalski in on the stop. Call it no gain on the play. 4th and 10 at the Binghamton 35-yard line.
This time
to punt it away is Swart. Sorry.
Oh, they've got 11 players in the huddle. I was double checking their count after the confusion last time, but Erie's in good shape.
Villa Gonzalo standing at her own 46-yard line. A fumble on the snap. And we'll see who recovers the football. Recovered by Binghamton. But Erie will start at the Tiger Cat 32-yard line.
Once again, great field position. Let's see if they can go 3 for 3, Dave. The last 2 plays, we have seen an Illusion touchdown. So we saw 27 yards. They took over, made it a 43-yard score, and it looked like the center just had trouble snapping the ball there. So if we can go 3 straight plays with 3 touchdowns.
And as Coach Vaught mentioned, Villa Gonzalo now in at quarterback for the Illusion. Kephart straight up the middle. She's going to be tripped up, so we won't go for 3 for 3, but a great gain on 1st down. Gain of about 8 yards on the play sets up 2nd down as it's just across the 25 for the Erie Illusion on offense.
Good push again by the offensive line. Take a look, and you see Kephart a cut back inside, reads her blocks, and a great gain on 1st down.
Villa Gonzalo under center for the Illusion. I formation in the backfield. And the handoff New running back in the backfield. That's number 6, Shauna Burkett. She'll pick up the first down as she crosses the 20-yard line down to about the 17.
Picked up a couple of more yards with the second effort. And with this 28-0 lead enables Coach Vaught to do, he's got Villa Gonzalo in at quarterback. She gets an opportunity in a low-pressure situation to get in there under center. And we see some new running backs coming in. So it's an opportunity to get players some experience that and maybe they wouldn't have that chance if the game were 7-0.
Call it the 18-yard line, but still a first down, 1st and 10 for Erie. Split backfield, pitch out to the right side to Burkett. She gets across the 15 down to about the 14-yard line before she's tripped up. Good tackle on the play. 31 Cassie Gallagher in on the stop.
And you've got to like the quick pitch too, the way she tossed the underhand spiral to get it out there quickly to her tailback.
7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Erie with a 28-0 lead and looking for more. Villa Gonzalo around the right side. She'll take it herself. Tripped up as she crosses the 10. Knocked down by number 60, Brittany Dunbar.
She's closer to a first down than I thought.
Looked like she just barely got across the 10-yard line, but they're going to spot it closer to the 9, almost the 8-yard line, and that's very close to another first down for the Illusion. And there you see on the replay, she did a good spot by the officiating crew. Villa Gonzalo under center, I formation, handoff, no. Fake the handoff and the throw over the head of number 19, Vicky Weibel.
Not a bad pass, but boy, she had a lot of room to run there had she decided to keep it.
4th and shorts for the Illusion.
See, she's got a lot of room out in front, but she was locked in on the receiver looking for that touchdown pass.
Good spiral just over the head of Weibel.
And not bad coverage on the play either.
Erie will go for it on 4th and short from the Binghamton 9-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle to Kephart. She's got the first down with a good push up front by the offensive line. And Kephart crosses the 5 to about the 4-yard line. And 1st and goal for Erie.
Great push once again up front. The center and the 2 guards get a nice surge, and Kephart easily gets the first.
So 1st and goal from the Binghamton 4-yard line. Hafner, Lenker, Vaughn in on that offensive line. Handoff to Burkett. She breaks a tackle out of the backfield. And does she cross the goal line? Yes, she does. Touchdown, Erie. Shauna Burkett from 4 yards out with 4:40 left here in the opening half. And it's now a 34-0 lead for the Illusion.
They've done it with a big play, and this time they had to drive downfield and take it in chunks. But I like the way she broke the tackle and then really had a push to get the ball in for 6.
Peck had her wrapped up in the backfield and couldn't bring her down. Broke free, crossed the goal line for the touchdown. Point after is good by Joyner. 4:40 left here in the opening half. 35-0 Erie. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
What shape is your garage door in? Well, if you want to add value to your home, have a Wayne Dalton garage door and opener installed. The opener can fit above your door, giving you a better looking garage. And Wayne Dalton garage doors are available in a variety of colors and styles. You want to add value to your home? have a Wayne Dalton garage door and opener installed.
Dave Leisering and Scott Waldiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and the Binghamton Tiger Cats have taken their third timeout here of the opening half before the kickoff. 35-0 Erie with the lead. Shauna Burkett, a 4-yard touchdown run, broke free from a tackle from Heather Peck out of the backfield and crossed the goal line for the 5th touchdown of the afternoon for the Illusion on offense. And it's a 35-0 lead for Coach Vaught and the Erie Illusion.
5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. And with this timeout call right before a kick return, you have to wonder if they're going to go to the bag of tricks on the return team. Maybe try a reverse, something to generate some offense and maybe start beyond the 30-yard line, because it's kind of been the brick wall that Binghamton has hit because Erie's defense has been so dominant. It's like Hafner's getting her hand taped up there on the bench. Shelley has been in the backfield quite a bit today.
Don't forget to call Hungry Howie's for their game time special. 464-0202 is the number. And you'll get 1 large cheese pizza with 1 topping and free flavored crust for just $7.99. When the game ends, so does the deal. Call Hungry Howie's right now at 464-0202. 35-0 Illusion. Kickoff. It's going to be taken by one of the up returners as number 60 hauled it in, Brittany Dunbar. And she crosses the 40-yard line to about the 43 before she's wrapped up by Julie Mahalski, number 98. So might be the best field position, starting field position of the first half here for Binghamton at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think this may be the farthest they have been downfield. I think their first down came, well, maybe right about in this area when they did get a first down on their opening possession.
They have 4 players in the backfield. Stewart under center. A little confusion again up front. Ball comes free, but it was after the player was down. And it was Peck again on the carry for Binghamton.
Yeah, interesting formation. Peck is kind of like the fullback right behind the quarterback, and then the T formation behind that.
Loss of 2 yards on the play, back to the 41-yard line. Yasmin Ali, number 26, in on the stop. First time we've mentioned her name this afternoon. Stewart around the right side, tripped up, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And the way they pile up their offensive players and take the ball, it's almost like a scrum in rugby.
Martha Swick, Allison Glazier, number 20, and Swick, number 22, with the tackles. Actually spotted closer to the 44-yard line. They're calling it 3rd and 9 for Binghamton.
Another thing Erie has done is they've given Binghamton some different looks. You see now they've got 2 on the defense close to the center and then spread out. They're giving the offensive line different appearances.
Handoff straight up the middle. Peck had a decent burst and then got tripped up by number 19, Vicky Weibel, at the 49-yard line. So a gain of about 5 yards on that run for Peck. And it's 4th and 4 from their own 49-yard line.
Peck has been their best running back, and we're going to hit the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning on the field. We will take a timeout as well. 35-0 Erie. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Imagine convenient electronics from Custom Audio in your car. Let Custom Audio install a navigation system to get you where you're going. A car video system makes a road trip more enjoyable with DVDs and video games. We're your headquarters for car stereo. Pick out the one that's right for you. Warm up and cool down with the remote car starter. Custom Audio offers quality electronics for your home and car and expertise you can't find anywhere else.
Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. 35-0 Illusion over the Binghamton Tiger Cats. 2-minute warning here in the opening half. Erie will take to the road for the next 3 weekends. They'll be at Binghamton next Saturday, then at Wisconsin and at Pittsburgh on May 1st before they return home on May 8th to take on Louisville here at the stadium.
Hopefully they can take this momentum to Binghamton next week.
And the Tiger Cats will go for it here on 4th and 4 from their own 49-yard line. Trying to come up with something on offense, and they're going to pick up the first down. Stewart with a burst of speed around the right side and gets down to about the 42-yard line of Erie.
That's the first time in a while that she's been able to get around the corner.
And Stewart may have actually gotten a push in the back from Peck.
Yeah, right there. She did get a little shove. And let's go. Let's get it moving. Just their second first down of the game.
And obviously the deepest field position of the first half here for Binghamton.
They're going to have to pick up the pace. The clock is already down to 1:15 and running, and they don't have any timeouts.
They've already used up their timeouts. Handoff straight up the middle. Again, the ball comes free, but it's after the running back hits the turf.
Clock continues to run.
And I believe that was Mindy Turner, number 23, after on the handoff. Vicky Weibel on the tackle for the Illusion. And a loss of 3 yards on the play, back to the 45. And Binghamton appears to be in absolutely no hurry. As the clock continues to run with 30 seconds to play here in the opening half.
And if they run the ball here, there's a strong possibility this is the final play of the half.
Down to 20 seconds remaining. Stewart under center. Takes the snap. She's going to be tripped up. Gain of about a yard. Yasmin Ali on the stop. And that will be the final play from scrimmage here in the opening half. The final seconds tick off the clock. And a great start for Coach Jim Vaught and the Erie Illusion as they head to the locker room with a 35-0 lead over the visitors from Binghamton, New York. The Binghamton Tiger Cats, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns for the Illusion on offense here in half number 1.
Yeah, everything going right for the Illusion here in the first half. And Coach Vaught has got to be happy with what he sees. And they are just in great shape here as Binghamton is beat up. And they have no answers for this Illusion defense.
2 touchdown runs for Tiffany Joyner, 2 touchdown runs for Brandy Polinick, and 1 touchdown for Shauna Burkett. There is your score as we take a timeout. We are at halftime, 35-0 Erie, and we'll be back with third quarter action after this on the Image Sports Network.
don't bring it to Jensen's Target Collision. Well, you can, but now Jensen's mobile estimating service will come to you, your home, or work. So call or come in to Jensen's Target Collision on West 12th next to Splashes.
A little slice of heaven can be found at the French Street Cafe. Enjoy a rich espresso or cappuccino with your favorite sweets and treats. The French Street Cafe offers fresh bagels, scones, cookies, and a different assortment of pastries every morning. Enjoy lunch bistro style or on the go. Make your selection from a wide variety of soups, salads, and made fresh to order sandwiches. The French Street Cafe is owned by the same people who own the Puffer Belly, so you know it has to be good. Enjoy a little slice of heaven right here in Erie. The French Street Cafe, 410 French Street.
Did you know that there are germs, molds, and other unsafe substances that live in your tile? Dirt and stains in your grout lines can be a real hassle. However, this isn't a problem for Fatika's Clean Slate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we can help your floors look new again. You will be amazed to see what our system can do with your floors. Just look at these results. So give us a call at 814-504-3576 for a free, no-obligation demonstration.
Tires? Then take your car or truck to the Total Car Care Professionals at Conway and O'Malley. Get quality tires priced right to fit any budget and backed by nationwide warranties. Check us for any brand, plus get total tire pricing. Nobody stocks more tires in Erie than Conway and O'Malley. And for service and repairs fixed right the first time, choose the expertly trained ASE certified technicians. Call or stop by any of the 3 locally owned and family operated locations today. Conway and O'Malley Tire and Gemini Auto Service Centers, making sure you get there.
Jensen's Target Collision has gone green. Jensen's will make your car look superb using BASF's new waterborne paint. It reduces solvent emissions by 90%. So breathe easy. Call Jensen's Target Collision on West 12th next to Splashes.
Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and we're just about set for the start of quarter number 3. And Erie with a 35-0 lead over the Binghamton Tiger Cats at halftime, and Erie will receive to start half number 2.
Well, 5 possessions in that first half and 5 touchdowns, Dave. I'll give you a quick recap. Tiffany Joyner, 8-yard touchdown run. That made it 7-0. Brandy Polinick, 15 yards, made it 14-0. And then Tiffany Joyner with her second touchdown, 27 yards, 21-0 after 1 in the second quarter. A 43-yard run from Polinick and a 4-yard run from Burkett, and that's where we sit, 35-0.
Kind of an onside kick, and it's going to be hauled in by Polinick at the 49-yard line. And actually that was Allison Glazier, number 20, not number 28, Brandy Polinick. So Glazier hauls it in at the Erie 49-yard line, and good field position again for the Illusion.
Once again, and a good heads-up play on that front line. Many times those front line players on the kickoff return are so ready to sprint back and get to their position to get their block on the return. They're not looking for the ball, but a great job there to pay attention and watch where the ball was kicked.
And Binghamton just trying anything at this point. Went for the onside kick to start the second half. Erie hauls it in. Kephart takes the handoff, and she crosses midfield to about the Binghamton 48-yard line. Gain of 3 on first down.
Binghamton only had 10 players on the field as the ball was snapped, and the 11th player ran onto the field as the play was taking place.
So second down and 7 for the Illusion. Clinic was at quarterback, now Villa Gonzalo at quarterback. And the handoff straight up the middle, and they'll burst to speed down to about the 25-yard line. And that is Lisa Fernandez, number 47, with her first run of the afternoon. And it's good for 24 yards and a first down.
I talked to assistant coach Bernie Fitch at halftime, and one of the things he said they wanted to accomplish in this second half was to get some players experience who aren't normally in the game. And right there, Lisa Fernandez does play, but that's the first time we've seen her carry the ball today. And an impressive run, once again, set up by the great blocking of the offensive line.
Fernandez normally on the defensive side of the football, gets her first run of the afternoon. Good for 24 yards. Now Tiffany Joyner fumbles, hauls it back in, and crosses the 20. Now crosses the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, but flags on the play. What a run by Joyner.
It looked like a backyard football play the way she kind of just tossed the ball to herself, almost fumbled. She made an excellent move to cut back inside, but there was holding right at that point where she cut back. I'm not sure what happened here, Dave. Looked like she just kind of lost the handle, and
Peck seemed to kind of strip it right out of her hands, hopped straight up in the air, and she hauled it back in.
Watch the nice cut right here, but you see there was a block in the back or a hold right where she cut back inside, and that's going to wipe out the touchdown.
So it'll come back. It'll be from the spot of the foul, so it'll be 1st and 11. So back up a yard to the 25. And 1st down and 11 yards to go. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Villa Gonzalo in at quarterback. Makes a move in the backfield. Now will take off. Crosses the 20. Now to the 15. Down to the 10. And she's going to be tripped up from behind. But it's going to be a 1st down for the Illusion.
She may be the most athletic, just a pure athlete on this team. She just scrambled around, found some room, and turned it into a 1st down.
Looked like Mindy Turner, number 23, on the tackle. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Some unofficial stats from the first half. We got them at halftime. And Erie ended up with 207 yards rushing in the first half. Brandy Polinick with 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tiffany Joyner, 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Michelle Kephart with 53 yards. Shauna Burkett with 8 yards and 1 score. Fernandez gets her 2nd carry of the afternoon, and a late flag comes in as she's tackled. Number 49 in on the stop, Heather Peck.
Yep, the face mask.
Face mask against Binghamton.
Just a good solid run, powering her way up through the middle. You see her breaking tackles.
And there you see Peck getting the left hand up around the face guard area of Fernandez. Ball spotted at the 3-yard line. Villa Gonzalo remains in at quarterback. Handoff to Kephart. She's in for the touchdown. So Michelle Kephart gets her 1st touchdown of the afternoon. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns for Erie on offense here this afternoon. And it's now a 41-0 ball game.
Kephart got that rushing attack started way back on the first play when she ran for about 36 yards down inside the 10. Good to see her with the opportunity to get on the scoreboard.
Joyner in to attempt the point after. Kick is up, and it is good. 42-0. We will keep it here.
And that's another element that has been impressive from the Illusion today is the kicking game. There's a lot that goes into that, the execution of the long snap and the hold, and then the kick. And you see Joyner here. We'll get a look at the touchdown again right here. Kephart just powering in the quick handoff from Villa Gonzalo. But Joyner has done a nice job of punching those extra points through, now with 6 on the afternoon.
I know watching the game last weekend, the kicking game kind of struggled on both sides. Erie had trouble punting the football. They didn't have an opportunity for any point afters. But the Pittsburgh kicking game also struggled as the Pittsburgh kicker really couldn't get the ball in the air as the Erie defensive line blocked every point after attempt last weekend. This kickoff goes over the head of Peck and will go into the end zone. And Peck is going to try to bring it out. And she does bring it out, and she's going to be tackled at the 8-yard line.
I think Joyner has gotten better on her kickoffs as the game has progressed. She certainly had a lot of opportunities thanks to her offense, but early on they were coming down at about the 20, maybe out to the 25, but those players standing at the 20 have had to reach up or step back to catch those kicks, so she's been able to get a little more distance as the game has gone on.
And Peck remains on the field for Binghamton. And there is a look at Tiffany Joyner, number 11. 6 for 6 on point afters this afternoon, and her kickoffs have, like you said, they have been impressive. That one ending up in the end zone. Went over the head of Peck.
This is 5 years of experience for Joyner.
Joyner also a strong game on offense with 2 touchdown runs. So she has played a solid game here this afternoon for the Illusion.
Boy, if Peck is out now for Binghamton, that's another tough loss for them, already beat down with so many injuries. She's been all over the field for them today. You have to wonder if they will have enough players to rematch with Erie next week at Binghamton.
Peck gets a nice fan from the, or a nice hand from the fans. And not a good sign there. She needs to be helped off the field. We'll take a look at it again here on the replay as Peck makes an interesting decision to bring it out of the end zone. And then she is tackled at the 8-yard line.
Kind of just twisted and sort of clothesline there, and it looks like the ball came out, maybe?
And it looks like the legs kind of went in the opposite direction of the upper body as she hit the turf, and she is gingerly walking along the Binghamton sidelines, and hopefully she is okay.
It's 2 key players out. Stacy Hartnett, who went out in the first half, was also another key player for them.
And Hartnett remains on the sidelines. She has her helmet off. And now the first play from scrimmage in the second half for Binghamton results in about a 3-yard gain. Kephart in on the stop. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line.
Binghamton not with a whole lot today offensively. We talked about it a little bit at halftime when we were off the air, Dave. If we had official stats for them, it might be a total of 0 yards gained because they've lost so many.
They only had 2 first downs in the first half and had a lot of plays result in negative yardage as the Illusion defense has been swarming in the backfield all afternoon. And here's another tackle behind the line. Great tackle there by number 19, Vicky Weibel.
Weibel shut that down fast. Good hustle to just sprint back into the backfield and bury that play. And put a pretty good hit on her, too.
That player, not sure who took the handoff there, can't see the number, but she remains on the turf as well. She is slow to get up.
Here's another look at it. She thought she had the corner, but no chance with Weibel closing in.
And that is number 23, Mindy Turner. Slow to get up, but she's going to walk off the field under her own power.
I think sometimes those hits hurt a little bit more when the scoreboard is 42-0 in favor of the other team.
And Turner has to go off the field for at least a play. And Hardnett, number 7, will come back out on the field for Binghamton.
I think she's been out since the first quarter.
And you can tell she's a little slow still as she ran out on the field. That was a giant loss of about 7 yards on that run. Back to the 5-yard line. So 3rd and 14 for Binghamton from the 5. Stewart tries to run straight up the middle and runs into the defensive line for Erie. Martha Swick, number 22, was the first to hit her.
Swick had a good first half, unofficially 3 tackles and 3 assists.
Also had the fumble recovery.
Right on the opening possession.
That was a gain of 4 yards. So it's 4th and 10 as Stewart got back to the original line of scrimmage. So the ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Villagonzalo back to return the punt, standing at the Binghamton 27, 28-yard line. And back to punt is Stephanie Swart, number 55. Ball goes straight up in the air and will bounce out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So a 6-yard punt for Swart. And they're going to spot it at the 15. So 1st and 10 for the Illusion from the Binghamton 15-yard line. And we are going with a moving clock here in the second half. So we will keep it here. As the clock continues to run, we're down to 7:15 remaining here in the third quarter.
You see the Illusion continue to shuffle in players. You may try to learn a little bit of a new position today.
Clinic back in at quarterback. Fernandez will take the handoff, and she will score.
I think they fooled everybody on that. The defensive players were standing around wondering where the ball was while Fernandez was sprinting to the end zone.
So Lisa Fernandez scores from 15 yards out, and it's now a 48-0 lead for the Illusion.
Well, there's that example of Fernandez getting some experience at running back today. Didn't carry the ball in the first half, but she's had a touchdown and a nice gain here in the third quarter.
She is listed as a part-time fullback on the roster. Oh, a high snap. So Joyner is going to try to throw it, and she gets the 2-point conversion to Vicky Weibel, who was wide open in the end zone. So when it's going right, everything is going right. A high snap, Joyner hustles back, picks up the football, and with the left-handed spiral, hits a wide open Vicky Weibel in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it's now a 50-0 lead for Erie.
That was actually a great pass. Look at it. She's composed and just threw it right up there, and a good job by Weibel to get in the end zone and be aware of the situation.
Clock continues to run. We're under 6 minutes to play now in the third quarter.
Joyner can do no wrong today. She's punched through the extra points. Little problem with the snap. No worries. I'll throw the 2-point conversion. Lighting up the scoreboard today.
50-0 lead for the Illusion. And Joyner will kick off. Kickoff hits at about the 20, bounces to about the 16, picked up by Stewart, who also does the quarterbacking for Binghamton. And she will be gang tackled at about the 28-yard line. Glazier and 15, Becky Reed, also in on the tackle for Erie.
You see they're working in some different players. One thing Coach Fitch said is, we may try to do some different things. Hey, you've played guard for us. You've done a great job. We want you to learn a little bit of linebacker. Maybe you're a backup linebacker for us. You're going to get in there and get some playing time.
Stacy Mee in the game for Erie. Number 16. She's a defensive back. And she is lined up in the secondary for the Illusion. And now a stoppage on the field. And a flag comes out.
Ineligible player, illegal substitution.
Legal substitution, it must be. Looked like Binghamton had too many players in the huddle.
Yeah, they had 12 players on the field. And when they lined up, they had 8 players on the line of scrimmage and 4 players in the backfield. That makes 12. And actually, if you only have 15 on the roster, you should know that we should have 4 on the sideline. So some miscommunication there.
So a 5-yard penalty called against Binghamton. Spots the ball back at the 23-yard line. And 1st and 15. Movement up front.
She got back,
but she got back.
There was still some movement on the offensive line after that.
Stewart keeps the ball and is tackled up front.
I think since the play never started, maybe that's something the officials conveniently did not see in a 50-0 game.
Julie Mahalski in on the stop, and Stewart is now slow to get up for Binghamton. But she jumps to her feet and remains on the field.
Interesting setup in the IWFL as you have teams from coast to coast, and we'll tell you a little bit about the tiers and divisions here in a couple of minutes.
Stewart takes the snap, keeps it again, hit by number 44, Michelle Kephart. Also, Yasmin Ali, number 26. 3rd and 8 from about the 29-yard line.
I think at this point, Binghamton would be happy to get out of here without any more injuries. We talked about just how many teams are in this league, and you've got sort of the 2 divisions, the Tier 1 with the bigger cities and the Tier 2 with the more medium-sized cities. This is a coast-to-coast league from Portland, Oregon to New England. You've got teams all across the country in the West and East divisions, which will build toward the championship at the end of the year. But it's interesting how big this league has gotten. I think this is the 9th or 8th year the Illusion has played in Erie.
And Hardnett throws the football, and the ball drops in front of Cassie Gallagher and falls incomplete.
That is their first pass of the day, isn't it?
That is their first pass of the day. I'm sure they've would have liked to have thrown a little more this afternoon, but Erie's defense has been in the backfield all afternoon long. They just haven't been able to do anything but try to run and get some positive yardage.
4th down now. I can't imagine they would punt at this point.
4th and 8. We're under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Hardnett is under center again. Looking to throw. Has to throw it away quickly and nearly picked off. Mary McDade on the coverage. But again, Erie's defense up front put the pressure on, and Hardnett had to get it away quickly.
You get another look at it
and
right
that
here.
caused the incompletion.
Look at the push and almost unblocked getting into the backfield.
And that may be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As the clock continues to run, we're going with a running clock here in the 2nd half, with the score 50-0 in favor of Erie, and that will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the 3rd quarter comes to a close, and Erie tacks on a few more points And they now lead it by the score of 50-0 over the Binghamton Tiger Cats. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Need new tires? Then take your car and truck to the Total Car Care Professionals at Conway and O'Malley. Get quality tires priced right to fit any budget and backed by nationwide warranties. Check us for any brand, plus get total tire pricing. Nobody stocks more tires in Erie than Conway and O'Malley. And for service and repairs fixed right the first time, choose the expertly trained ASE certified technicians. Call or stop by any of the 3 locally owned and family operated locations today. Conway and O'Malley Tire and Gemini Auto Service Centers, making sure you get there.
The historic Puffer Belly restaurant in downtown Erie is the perfect place to stop any day of the week. Drop by for Sunday brunch and enjoy a made-to-order omelet or a Belgian waffle with fresh fruit, or choose from a large selection of delectable desserts. Stop by Tuesday for that important business lunch or after the game on Wednesday, or how about cocktails before the show on Saturday. Whatever day you're looking for great food and a great time, look to the Puffer Belly restaurant, 414 French Street in downtown Erie.
Are you looking for a new place to call home? If so, the Erie Federal Credit Union would like to provide you with a free mortgage pre-approval and a money-saving guide to homeownership. This book contains valuable tips on how to save money on the purchase of your new home and mortgage loan. No matter which type of mortgage you choose, fixed, adjustable, or first-time home buyer, you can be sure you're getting a great rate, lower fees, and a mortgage loan that's right for you. Financing your new home with the Erie Federal Credit Union really does make a difference. Let us make a difference for you.
Come in and see what's new inside the Jelly Jar. They have a large selection of toys, educational games for all ages, Groovy Girl dolls and minis, and wooden puzzles. They also carry a wide variety of these well-known educational toys. The Jelly Jar also has the largest selection of Playmobil in northwestern Pennsylvania. And while you're there, check out all the new Webkins, the hottest new interactive internet craze. All this and much more inside the Jelly Jar in the Colony Plaza.
Dave Leisering and Scott Waldiga back here at the stadium. And the first play from scrimmage to start the fourth quarter is a very strong run by Shauna Burkett straight up the middle, broke several tackles and picked up 8 yards to set up a 2nd down and 2 from the 21-yard line.
Seems like whoever gets the handoff is going to get plenty of running room the way they've been blocking.
The offensive line has done a remarkable job here this afternoon. Great blocking up front. And now Clinic will throw the football. It is caught, and it's going to be hauled in, and it's going to be a touchdown. Becky Reed scores from 21 yards out. And it's now a 56-0 lead for Erie. 21-yard touchdown reception for Becky Reed out of the throw from Shelley Clinic.
Nice catch. And right here, she just tricks the defender. Turns around, and once she was by her, easy money.
And a nice kick by Joyner. Right down the center of the uprights. Makes it a 57-0 lead for the Illusion.
Well, whatever they do seems to work today, and a chance to try the passing game. It isn't something that they've had to use today. It isn't something they've used a lot, but this is a chance to try new things and work on your game when you're up 50-0. It paid off. And hopefully that'll pay off down the stretch. Erie goes to Binghamton next week, and then a couple of tough road games, going to Wisconsin and to Pittsburgh. So those are the kind of plays they'll need to execute when they get up against some of those teams.
Wisconsin, another Tier 2 team out of the Western Conference, and then back to Pittsburgh, Tier 1 opponent again.
Be looking for a little payback after falling 32-0 last week.
Villa Gonzalo will kick off. Taken at about the 31-yard line and tackled at the 38-yard line. Polinick on the tackle as the kickoff return was run back by Brittany Dunbar. Again, Erie had to, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you again. Again, Erie had to draw up some new plays right before the ball game here this afternoon as Corinne Schaefer, the usual starting quarterback, out this afternoon as unfortunately her father, suffering from cancer, passed away, and obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to Corinne Schaefer and her family.
And she's a veteran on this team, 8 years experience, and not only is she the quarterback, Coach Vaught pointed out, she's a leader on this team.
Did the ball come loose? It did.
Like
Fumble
it did.
on the play. Stewart lost the football, but got her own recovery.
Erie plays in the Tier 2 Eastern Conference, 9 teams in Erie's division. Binghamton, one of those teams. Connecticut, Holyoke, Montreal, Jersey, Southern Maine, New England, Manchester, and Erie. Erie does not play all of those teams during the regular season, but that is their division. It's something interesting I noticed looking at the league website today, Dave, is the Massey rating. I'm not familiar with it. It's a somewhat complicated math formula, how they rank your team on the season depending who you play and your wins and losses. You get more points for beating a Tier 1 team if you're a Tier 2 team. I looked at the website, but I'm no mathematician, so I'd have to phone a friend to sort that one out. Call my sister. She's a math teacher.
False start on the play against Binghamton. Drops him back 5 yards. Under 10 minutes to play here in the ball game. Erie will go to the road for the next 3 Saturdays. They'll be at Binghamton next weekend, at Wisconsin, at Pittsburgh. They return home on May 8th to play Louisville. Then they have a bye week at New England on May 22nd. Another bye week, and then final home game of the regular season here on June 5th, again against New England. Peck with the carry and Weibel on the tackle.
So when it comes to the playoffs for these teams, it's not just based on your win-loss record. The Massey rating is taken into consideration. It evaluates the strength of your opponent's schedule, and each team gets a Massey rating. So you add your Massey rating plus your overall record, and that formula is your team rating, and that will be used to determine where you rank in your division.
I'll let the league sort that out.
Yeah. I think I would just click on the standings and see where they have them ranked. Like, where is it? The Massey rating, there's a website dedicated to the Massey rating, and they actually, you can go and click on different sports and see how the teams rank with the Massey rating, masseyratings.com. So you have to know the game of football. You have to know a little bit of math to see who's going where when it comes to the playoffs in the IWF.
I was decent at math at school, but I don't think I could figure that out.
You'll have to take a look at it, and you can explain it to me.
4th and 10 from the 38-yard line. Stewart will keep the football. She'll be tackled immediately, and Erie will take over. Polinick on the stop. A couple other players we'd like to mention seeing some action here this afternoon. Number 82, Tara Van Horn. We haven't mentioned her name this afternoon. Like to get her a plug. Number 55, Laura Olson, in on the field as well.
Well, that's one thing Coach Vaught talked about before the game too, is just how hard these players work to learn the game. Many of these women haven't played football in the past before they joined the Illusion, so they're learning the game and working to to learn their positions and learn their assignments.
Erie has called a timeout, so we will take a timeout as well. 57-0. Back after this on the Image Sports Network.
Imagine convenient electronics from Custom Audio in your car. Let Custom Audio install a navigation system to get you where you're going. A car video system makes a road trip more enjoyable with DVDs and video games. We're your headquarters for car stereo. Pick out the one that's right for you. Warm up and cool down with the remote car starter. Custom Audio offers quality electronics for your home and car and expertise you can't find anywhere else.
Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga here from the stadium. There's a look at Coach Vaught and the Erie Illusion. 7 minutes, 2 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. And it has been all Erie here this afternoon. 57-0 in favor of the Illusion. 8 possessions this afternoon on offense. 8 touchdowns.
Batting 1,000, I guess you could say. But now with 7:02 as they take over, we'll see if Binghamton can get a stop. Same 2 teams next week. It'll be interesting to see if Binghamton will be healed up and have their full squad back at it.
They don't use the lights or anything here, right?
Clinic remains in at quarterback. Burkett in the backfield. She will take the handoff, and she's tripped up. Good play there by number 60, Brittany Dunbar.
One of the few times Binghamton has been in the Erie backfield today.
Gain of a yard on the play for Burkett.
46 teams in all in the IWFL from coast to coast.
Burkett again will take the handoff straight up the middle. And Dawn Stewart will chase her down, but not before she gets all the way to the 10-yard line. They'll spot it at the 11. 1st and 10 as Erie can get another first down before crossing the goal line.
I think they simply cannot stop Erie. Just a run play right up the middle. And the blocking is there. She shot through and Stewart was able to catch her.
Erie had 207 yards on the ground in the first half. They're now well over 300, possibly close to 400 for the ball game here this afternoon. Kephart again on the run. She will be tackled by number 31, Cassie Gallagher.
Number 31, Cassie Gallagher, and number 60, Brittany Dunbar.
Dunbar also in on the stop for Binghamton. Burkett gets down to about the 6-yard line, gain of 5 on the play.
Burkett with 2 years experience in the league.
Second down and 6 yards to go.
Coach Vaught again continues to rotate players in and out. Burkett remains in the backfield. Along with, looks like number 19, Vicky Weibel. Clinic keeps the football, tried to get around the corner, and she was chased down from behind nicely there. Good play by Heather Peck, number 49.
And another player down for Binghamton. Looks like it might be number 11. Diana Hardy. They came in with a lot of injuries and they may leave Erie with a few more.
Just unfortunately couldn't ask for a worse start to your season. Your coach quits a couple weeks before the season even starts.
Oh, you could see her go down right at the goal line.
And then rolled a couple yards.
Yeah, it looks like she grabbed her knee as she rolled over.
Rolled a couple yards deep into the end zone.
She's grabbing for her knee as she's rolling over. That's not a good sign.
Hopefully she's okay. A lot of banged up players for Binghamton here this afternoon.
Coach Don Dunbar out there to help her off the field. Coach Dunbar is actually in the College Football Hall of Fame as a member of the National Football Foundation. The National Football Foundation promotes football at all levels, mostly at the college level.
And it is number 11, Diana Hardy. And you can see hopping off the field on one foot, needing assistance to get to the sidelines, and that is not a good sign. Hopefully she is okay. Not what Binghamton needed with just 4 minutes to play here in the ballgame. Third down and 3 yards to go for a first down. Clinic will keep the football, trying to cut the corner again. She's going to be tackled. And again, could not cut the corner. And we'll see what Coach Vaught elects to do here on fourth down in a 57-0 ball game.
Yeah, he's not going to kick it. His kicker's on the sidelines. He may just run the same type of play. He might even tell his team, don't score at this point. It's 57-0. You hate to call off the Dogs to that extent, but Erie's had just dominated so much, even a run play up the middle, they've been able to gain whatever they needed.
Clinic will hand it off to the up back, and a nice play up front by the Binghamton defensive line is Vicky Weibel, who normally, and there you see it on the screen, listed as a defensive end and a linebacker, gets a carry on offense, and a nice play up front by the defensive line for Binghamton, led by number 86, Megan Tuttle, who was in on the stop for the Tiger Cats.
You know, the first time today Erie's had the ball and didn't score.
So 8 for 9.
Not a bad day.
Not a bad day at all. Two and a half minutes to play here. And again, Erie will be in Binghamton next weekend. First road game of the season for the Illusion. Good run by Peck on first down, but Erie only had 10 players on the field as Fernandez was late getting off the sidelines. But they're rotating in so much. I think they're having trouble keeping track of who's supposed to be out there at this point.
You might not be sure which position you're playing as they try to get a little bit of experience in other places, and that can pay off down the line. If you have an injury, you'll be more comfortable sliding over to a different position. 2-minute warning.
We have hit the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 16-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on first down for Peck.
Scoring summary for the Illusion today. First quarter, Tiffany Joyner got it started with an 8-yard touchdown run. And with 4:32 left in the first, Brandy Polinick, 15 yards. That made it 14-0. Then with just 52 seconds left in the first quarter, it was Joyner again, this time from 27 yards out. That made it 21-0. Then on the next play for the Illusion in the second quarter, it was Polinick from 43 yards out. That made it 28-0. And Shauna Burkett capped off the scoring in the first half with a 4-yard run. It was 35-0 at the break. In the third quarter, Kephart scored a 3-yard touchdown, 42-0. Then Lisa Fernandez with a 15-yard run. It was 50-0 after the long extra point throw from Joyner to Weibel. And then with 13:46 left here in the fourth quarter, Reed caught a touchdown pass from Shelley Clinic, 21 yards away. 57-0 is where we stand.
2 minutes to play. Binghamton with the football at their own 16-yard line. Fumble on the play and recovered by the Illusion. And we'll see who grabbed the football for Erie. It's number 98, Julie Mahalski.
We've heard her name a lot today.
She played a strong game last weekend against Pittsburgh and continued her strong play again this afternoon against Binghamton. And now picks up a fumble recovery with 90 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, this has got to be a great confidence builder for this team early in the season after getting shut out last week, 32-0. Now Erie can hold their heads high after today's performance and get ready for that stretch run of 4 straight road games.
And Clinic is just going to take a knee.
3 straight road games.
And as you mentioned, 3 straight road games coming up. They'll be at Binghamton next weekend. And our next Illusion broadcast here on the Image Sports Network will come on May 8th against Louisville here from the stadium. The Louisville Nightmare will come to town on May 8th, and then June 5th will be our final broadcasts as Erie will host the New England Intensity. That is the last play from scrimmage here this afternoon. And what an afternoon for Coach Jim Vaught and the Erie Illusion as they win it by the score of 57-0 over the Binghamton Tiger Cats. 9 possessions on offense this afternoon, resulting in 8 touchdowns for Erie, and everything seemed to go right for the Illusion here this afternoon.
Dominating defense all day, and they executed very well offensively. Give credit to the ladies up front, paving the way for a handful of running backs to get in the end zone.
Our thanks to the Image Sports crew for the sights and sounds this afternoon from Veterans Memorial Stadium. We'd also like to, again, offer our thoughts and prayers to the family of Corinne Schaefer, the usual quarterback here for the Illusion. Final score this afternoon, Erie 57 and Binghamton 0. Dave Leisering and Scott Wildiga signing off here from Veterans Memorial Stadium. We'll see you on May 8th as Erie will host Louisville. Thanks for watching Erie Illusion football here on the Image Sports Network.